pretty rusty. Wait for 24 hours.
What's up, everybody? I'm Ryan.
I'm Kaden.
And this is
the
RC Fun Zone. We're doing some experiments. We're going to be doing some experiments with Coca-Cola, a little bit of dry ice. What else? Fire?
Yep. Mints.
Mints. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be a good video, guys. And like always, remember to
Subscribe. Leave a like. Share this video.
yes. Right over here, as you already seen, tell them about this. What was wrong with this hammer before?
It was all rusty.
It's got about 2 years worth of rust built up on it. And we just put it in some Coca-Cola. How long do we got to wait for this hammer to be done getting cleaned off by this Coca-Cola?
24 hours.
24 hours?
Yep.
Alright, he says we gotta wait 24 hours. We'll keep checking back in with this guy periodically. Alright guys, for our first experiment, I'm gonna let Kaden tell you guys what we're gonna do.
We are going to see what happens when we put water inside this cup and put vegetable oil in the cup and then add some food coloring and then add some salt.
Nice, yep. Water, oil, food coloring, and salt. Let's see what happens when we mix them all together. We'll fill our cup up with water. Nothing special about this water, guys. Straight from the tap. Caden's gonna go ahead and pour. This is,
Baking soda.
yes. This is not baking soda. This is oil. That's good.
It already looks a little cool already.
Yep. Alright, so far we have water and we have vegetable oil. As you can see, the vegetable oil is sitting on top of the water.
Because the oil is lighter than the water.
Yes. Let's see if this helps the background. Alright, so what we're going to do now is add some food coloring.
I'm going to add some blue food coloring and my dad's going to add yellow food coloring.
Alright, let's see what happens. Just a couple drops. Keep going. Look at it. So the food coloring stays in little balls, little tiny little droplets. What other colors can we add in here? Let's add some green.
Yeah. The blue looks like, the green looks like black.
Wow. So if you can see this, the food coloring, tiny little balls of food coloring are actually sitting on top of the water. They're not falling through. They're not falling through the oil. They're just sitting in tiny little balls. They haven't fallen through the oil yet. Let's see what happens when they do. Alright guys, so far we put all these little droplets, all the little food coloring droplets in, and when they're in the oil, when the food coloring drops are in the oil, they remain a little ball. They keep their shape as a little ball. Mm-hmm. As soon as they break through the water, they break apart and turn into the dye. Now let's see what happens if we put 1 spoonful of salt in here. Kaden, go ahead and put a spoon of salt in there. What do you think's going to happen, buddy?
I don't know.
Let's find out. Alright, that's 1 spoonful of salt. Let's see. Oh wow, so it's actually bubbling back up.
It's going down, come back up.
The food coloring is actually bubbling back up to the oil. Alright guys, so
That was unexpected.
we had a little bit of an unexpected outcome. What we were expecting
Is it to look like white?
Yeah, we were thinking that once we put the salt in, we were thinking that the food coloring would then come back up, and then it's coming back up to the water, causing some type of a lava lamp effect. That did not happen. But what is very interesting is that the food coloring, when it's in the oil, the bottom part, the bottom half of this glass it's just water and food coloring. But no matter what, the oil at the top always stays clear. And when you mix the food coloring into it, go ahead and mix the food coloring into it. Like pick up a spoonful of food coloring and then like drop it back into the water.
It's like greenish.
So no matter what, the oil always stays nice and clear and it always stays on top. But you can stir it up like this until it mixes all together. And as soon as I stop stirring, the oil is going to separate and it's going to come to the top and it's going to stay clear again. Alright guys, for our next experiment, we're going to create a cool fireball.
We're going to use sanitizer, cotton, floss, and some matches.
Yes, we're going to tie it together. We're going to make a ball out of some cotton swabs, tie it together with some floss.
And then put some sanitizer on it.
Yes. So while this fireball is burning, we will actually be able to play with it and touch it because the sanitizer is made of alcohol and water. The alcohol will be burning, but the water in it will be keeping our hands safe. Any of you guys watching this video, always be safe when you're playing with fire. Always make sure you have an adult with you, right?
Yeah.
Alright guys, what we did so far, take 3 cotton swabs, tie it together with the floss or whatever thread or string you have. And what we're going to do,
put some sand sanitizer on it.
some sand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer!
Alright, so good. We'll take our cotton swab, do it on the plate. Load a couple of drops of the sanitizer on all of it. Here, rub it in first. Alright, we got it fully covered in sanitizer. Time to light this on fire.
What am I going to do with it?
I can bat it around. It's cool fire. I guess the water keeps it cool. The water that's in the sanitizer keeps it cool.
Can I try?
Alright guys, for our next set of experiments,
We got dry ice.
dry ice. That's right. Remember to always be safe with dry ice.
Never touch dry ice when bare it with your skin.
Never. That's why I have this special glove on. Alright, let's see what happens. We put some dry ice. We're mixing some dry ice and some water together. And we'll see what happens.
Whoa. It's absorbing to it. Whoa.
Dry ice and hot water. Let's see what happens when you mix dry ice and hot water. Back up, dude.
Whoa, can I touch it?
Ooh, look at that. Look at that.
Whoa. It's dust.
It's dry ice and hot water, guys.
Put more.
We need some more hot water.
Yep.
Let's see what happens. Let's try to make some bubbles with it.
Whoa.
Look at these bubbles, dude.
Can I touch one?
Boys, they're gonna get big and they're gonna explode.
Okay. I put a little bit of it in my mouth.
Alright, so this is what happens when you mix some laundry detergent and water and you pour it in the dry ice. The first time it was just water and dry ice. Now we mix the laundry detergent in there and we have a huge bubble. You want to pop it? Go ahead and pop it.
You're going to redo it again?
Pop it.
What's this? Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this one.
Ooh,
Let it get big and pop it.
pop it.
Yep.
Well, a big one. But don't pop the big bubble right there. Wait and what happens. See what happens.
All right, guys. So that was an experiment with dry ice and warm water. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna load this thing up with dry ice, and we're gonna get boiling hot water this time. So we're gonna load this thing up. We're gonna see how much smoke we can get to boil out of this thing. Put some dry ice in there. Put a lot of it in there. Load this thing up.
Oh. Well, that's a good one. Woo! This thing like a crown of hotness.
Look at that.
Woo! Look at all the smoke everywhere.
Look at this.
Put it all off the table. Woo! Smoke! We got smoke! We got smoke! I'm under the table, Daddy. Take cover! I can't even blow it away. Woo! Just will take some cover. Dun dun dun. Duck and cover. Duck and cover. Duck and cover. Take good care of your duck and cover.
Alright guys, someone told us that if you put Mentos in sodas, it makes a... Alright, first off, we'll start by putting in, what, like one or two? One or two in each one? And these are just regular Mentos. Actually, no, they're not regular. Limited edition. We're gonna play around with the regular Coke and Fanta. Whoever goes higher wins. He's got regular Coke, I got Fanta.
3, 2, 1, go. What? I was not expecting.
Oh, that's it?
What?
That's it? Alright. This one's gonna work. This one's gonna be higher than this Blue Jay sign right here.
After I do it.
I'm gonna make a funnel. You dump them in, alright?
3, 2, 1, now.
Hey, that was better. Those was 6 Mentos, so I guess it makes a big difference on how many you put in. We're here to check back in on the Coca-Cola hammer experiment that we were doing.
So we take the hammer that was all rusty and we're like, oh, that's rusty. Let's
So
get some Coca-Cola and put it in for 24 hours.
Yeah, so we took a rusty hammer, put it in some Coca-Cola. He was right, it was supposed to be for 24 hours. Truth be told, it's actually been like 2 weeks maybe. We've just been busy, haven't got around to getting back to the video. So it's been sitting in Coca-Cola for
Years.
a good 2 weeks. And what do you think of it, man? You want to do the honors? Pull it out. Check it out. Let's check it out and see what's going on with it. Because it was really rusty at first. And by the way, guys, the Coca-Cola, I mean, it was filled up to about right here. It just evaporated over the course of a couple weeks. There was also a weird film on top, too. I don't know if it was the rust buildup or what. So Caden's going to be cleaning it off, wiping off the soda.
To me, it doesn't look that bad, actually.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Here, we'll zoom in on it. See the top of it? There's no rust. It's dark in color, but that's how it always was. There's not a speck of rust. And you can actually see the rust starts right here, and the rest of the hammer actually has rust buildup on it because that wasn't in the soda. All right, so in conclusion to the hammer experiment that we did, Coca-Cola works very well to clean off rust. Alright guys, this is kind of an experiment and also kind of a magic trick. The deal is, we got this glass bottle here. Alright, I bet you that you can't pull that dollar bill out of there with using only one finger. You can only use one finger. And you have to keep that coin right where it's at. Nope, I'll give you 3 tries, so you get 2 more tries.
But do you mean I have to take my finger and like slide it off like that?
Anything you want to do, just use one finger. Anything you want to try. Oh, all right, one more try, and then we'll show them how to do it. Ooh, almost. He's almost got it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna see if I can do this. All right. Oh, see?
Why'd you do that?
Told you. Look at coin's still on there. Dollar bill's on there. And I only used one finger.
How'd you do it?
So,
do it in like kind of slow motion.
We're going to show you guys how we do this. You dip your finger in a little bit of water, okay? Only to your fingertip. And then you want to come straight down real fast. Oh. Alright guys, Caden's going to get this. There it is! There it is! Got it!
Got it!
Oh! Yes! 2 in a row, dude. Alright guys, so that wraps up our experiment video. Hope you guys liked it. We had a lot of fun doing it. What would you say your favorite experiment was?
The money one. Whenever.
The money?
Yeah, what's your favorite?
My favorite was the dry ice. Dude, there was smoke everywhere. The dry ice.
That's my second favorite.
Alright guys, so anyways, that's a wrap. Thank you very much. We got more videos coming your way. Boom.